So let's look. I love that. Let's do a little nice little bit of colouring in now with Lisa's here. I'm going to grab me this out and just cut this up a little bit. I'm going to cut this little one here, and we'll just do a little, just so you can see. So this is what I would be doing. I'd be taking this, I'd be doing that, and now this little trim line here. See that little black line there around it? That's to give you, so you don't have to measure. So if you want to do a nice straight, even border, just cut it on that line. Cut on that line. You've thought of everything, haven't you? Yeah, I don't. You know me. I avoid the thinking as much as possible. And I'm a bit resentful because I have to think a lot since I've done this whole thing, but it's okay. It's for the better good. And I've put a lot of thought into that. So then you've got a perfectly even thing that you can just stamp. If that was a stamp, you'd have to layer it up. You'd have to have a stamp here, and there'd be a canny cost involved. And then you've got the bigger one, which is exactly the same format. But then you're going to put these guys on there as well. Let me put this down here. I've got a pair of scissors. Oh, they're all behind me. Don't want the scissors to fall down. But you can do Build to Last, or I can do Friends Like You or Rare Classics. I might use them both. And I might do me little squiggly, wiggly, kind of a little bit quirky thing there. Can you see? Mm-hmm. Big scissors and do a little thing like that. And then if you come in and do a little wibbly wobbly and then even a little out again, right? It looks like you're meant to make it in a regular kind of shaped banner like that. So that there could go across like this. We could do this one. You can either cut it out, in your trimmer. You might want to trim that one.
Sheena Deb Cream saying, is that Navigator paper the ultra smooth, please?
Let me have a look for you. I'll tell you. Navigator office paper, ultra smooth. Yes, it is. The yellow one. Let me show it. That's it again. That one there. They do a few, and I've got another one that's even thinner that I've done for your like your little packing slips and things. It's really sad, but I can't even bear to print your packing slips on nasty paper. Bought a Navigator, like 100 GSM paper for that. I'm really sorry. The fever of hay is driving me crazy. The door's been open, and I was sitting out the back there with Maria just before this, and I've taken me antihistamine, but it hasn't had a chance to kick in. So those of you who know it's very annoying. I've been selling like I need tunes, like the tunes advert, Of course you can, Malcolm. If you're in the UK, you know which one I mean. But yeah. Mom, tunes. Right, so I'm going to trim that down just a little bit more, and then I would put a little border on that. I'd use my ink to go on there.
Welcome, Mary Nymek.
On there. Yeah, all these names. Thank you so much, Mary, and all the people who are. I know that all your names now because I've been recently packing and printing and engraving and all those good things. You know what I mean. So yeah, thank you. Fabulous.
They've all started arriving, by the way, in the States now.
Oh yeah,
people are very happy.
Absolutely, and that's what I love as well about these. You can just get them. Now what I'm going to do, this is going to be the pattern. I've got so many fabulous ranges that because I have control now, they're all mine, back with me. I can. Oh, thank you, Linda. I really I'm trying. I'm working through them and making them the value I want them to be for you, so that I could just give you the stamps, give you the digi stamps, but that's just doing what I've got there. I'm colouring them. I'm giving you the back and I'm making them a lot more usable for you, best I can for you.
And so beefed it up.
I beefed it up, tooled it up. This one's tooled up. So shall we do a bit of colouring here? Let's do a bit. Right. So I've got and the reason I'm using my little mini palettes as well is that I've got so much on the desk right now, even a laptop now. What? By the way, I've already got a couple of people waiting for this kit, the mini masterpiece. Mm-hmm. It's going to go on Monday or Tuesday. I'm aiming for on this online. Okay. And there's limited numbers. I've got a few there with the paint drying in them. So yeah, let me. I'll just a heads up for that as well. But this just because they're small enough to fit on the thing there. All right, so let's do a spongy background. Let's get a bit of water in here. And I'm inspired. I'm going to be inspired by this fabulous, gorgeous card by Lisa here. And what I'm going to do is she's done a wet into wet background there. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a wet into wet. So take your water brush. I'm going to do it with water brush as well. Why not? And this, I've got different water brushes. And if you get different water brushes in your mini masterpiece, you'll get a water brush. But every make is different. I've got to tell you, every make, one's wetter than another, which is good for if you want to apply a lot of water like this. This Pebeo ones I've got, water comes out a lot and quite quickly, which is great for backgrounds like this where I want to wet the card and get that on there. But it's not good if I want to control it too much. You know what I mean, Maria?
Yeah.
So yeah, you get your pluses and minuses with all of them. So what I'm going to do now is just add a little bit of colour in the background in that wet, and I need to keep making sure this is wet enough for that to work. Lisa is the watercolour wet into wet meister.
Sheena, you might need to go up a little bit with your paper as I'm going to zoom in a little bit here.
Okay.
Here we go.
She's zooming. Zoom, just one look, and then Maria went boom. There you are, song for everything.
Absolutely. Join in where you can, folks.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
sorry, Mary. I'm sorry I mispronounced it. I'm now better educated. Nemec.
Nemec.
Mary Nemec. I will try to remember. Thank you.
Yeah. Everybody with a name like Sheena kept thinking it's Sheila, or it's not Sheena.
Karen's asking, is anyone having issues with the live feed? I hope not. Things seem to be working well our end.
Yeah. We've got the snazzy.
Can you give us a load of thumbs up, please, if everything's okay at your end?
Yeah. Let us know if you're
we
good.
always get nervous, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
If things aren't working as they should.
Yeah. Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. So I'm just going to, but now this will dry lighter, okay? I don't want to overdo this too much, okay? Just a little bit of colour in the background there. A little bit of, countryside, sky, whatever. I'm going to go and do a little bit of darker version underneath here. So I'm going to use a bit of the blue and a bit of brown. I'm doing the kind of the background, yeah, first. I'm going to go under there, a little bit dark under this guy here.
Karen, I think it might be an issue just with yourself, darling, because we're getting a lot of thumbs up here.
Yeah, because it sets alarm bells with this, that. It's like, oh no! Yeah. Shut everything down, restart it again, no!
Karen, have you tried standing on one leg?
Yeah, that's right.
I've heard it can work.
Yeah. So I'm going to just put some water on the edge of there just to fade that out a little bit. And I'm going to get some ink around the outside of this as well, just to help that. Now that needs to dry before I do too much more to it. I get my heat gun cranked up, there with.
Wendy says, this is really good as you have so many choices with it.
Well, that's what I want. The thing is, things are different right now. The world's different, the planet's different. We're having to watch the pennies. End of. We are. It's just like that. Maybe we'll go out there. Everybody is. And so, we might have wanted to splash out a few years back, but now you've got to get value from everything. But I still want to keep crafting and being as creative as possible with it, but give you the most affordable way of keep doing that, if that makes sense. Actually, let me get a brush here. I've just picked brushes out of my box here and they've all gone everywhere. I'm just going to drop a little bit of water on this background as well, just to get a little bit more texture going. There. And
Julie Palmer says, I'm in France and there's nothing wrong here.
Oh, nice.
Ah, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Julie.
Oui. Mon Dieu.
Comment allez-vous?
Yeah. Je m'appelle Sheena. I remember that from school, that's it.
Où va le portrait?
Yeah. Le règle est sur la
table.
Yeah.
Why you had to be under the table is beyond me.
Oh, sous is in one on and one's under. Sous and sur or something.
Oh, you got me.
Which is why when I went to France I thought I'll probably muddle my way through there. Nah, because you got the dialects.
glace. That's an ice cream, isn't it?
Is it? No idea.
As you can see, we're fluent.
Yeah, we're really good, yeah. It's like when British people go abroad and they expect everybody to speak perfect English, and then, I know what'll help, I'll just shout, I'll say it louder.
You speak slower and louder, expect everybody to understand.
That's it, absolutely.
And use your hands.
That's right.
Yeah. Linda Allardyce is down there in Cornwall. Hey Linda, how was your day? Was it nice and sunny on the beach?
Lovely. Oh, that's what you miss in Evesham. A beach. Beach would be nice on a day like this. Right, so I've got the background done. I'm going to age it and mute it. Can you see how Lisa's got the... We're going to get a bit of ink in there as well shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and age that down. But let's do a little bit of colouring with the car now. I'm going to use my other water brush, which is a little bit less watery than that one. And I've got different colours in here. I'll use that green. Yeah, I'm going to
Sheena.
Yes, Maria.
We've got Jeffrey Langley in the house.
Jeffrey, hiya, Jeffrey.
He's wishing you a joyous Sunday.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Cheers, Jeffrey, and thank you for the support, Jeffrey. Very much appreciated.
Karen, bless her, is doing all that she can. She stood on one leg, she's rubbing her head and her belly and sticking her tongue out.
And it's still not working.
I'm not sure.
Oh, surely one of those things has got to work, Maria. That's the technical help from us. That's the kind of thing, you know, when I said phone up and we'll give you a hand. You might not want Maria to answer the phone on that one, just saying.
No, but I don't need to, because we've got our lovely people in this group. We've got Sherry Miller diving in there with some really good advice. Make some bunny ears out of tin foil and stand on one leg.
Oh, yeah, don't you love her? I'm sure that's helping.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, we're here for you.
The trouble is, that's the kind of thing Sheena will try later.
Oh, hey, yeah,
And you
back
get
in the day.
instant perm, wouldn't
Hey,
you?
I lived in California for 3.5 years, Maria. I bought a pyramid to wear my head at one point. Don't even go there. Seriously.
Oh dear.
When I said I was, that hippie chick, just wrong time. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi to VG. VG says she loves this set.
Thank
Fabulous
you,
images.
Gigi. Thank you.
But she says, but unfortunately, I can't have digital as I don't have a printer.
That is a little stumbling block there, VG.
Yeah,
That is the one thing.
It will hold you back.
It will hold you back.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. It might be a while till Santa comes as well.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, that is a prerequisite to the whole thing is having a printer. But a lot of us have, and a lot of you thinking, oh, it's that. I don't know.
Did you say requisite?
Prerequisite.
Requisite.
Yeah, like
requisite.
It depends the outside of the pond you're on. Maybe let me know if that would be a thing. Maybe it's because I said it more across there.
It's a prerequisite. Ah.
Well,
I've never had one of those.
Well, all right. Woo! I was going to stop talking now.
Oh, that'll be the day.
I'm not.
That'll be the day.
So I've got my car coloured in there, bright, lovely, joyous greeny colour. I can mix a little bit more of it if I want that more of a. It depends what colours you use. Then you can make it more vivid. You can make it more blue. You can put a little bit of blue in there, make it a bit more of a darker green in bits. Just have a play with it. Don't go over the top. There's no when to stop. But can you see we've still got the line on there? And the other good thing is what you can do. You can go over with your pen if you want to even, emphasise that, make it look a little bit more funky if you want to make the lines.
It'll look hand-drawn.
Yes, exactly, Maria. And I like that look.
Jane Addams took Spanish for 4 years. I am actually fluent in Spanish.
You are? Yeah. No.
Ole!
Yeah, there you are. Brilliant, Maria. It's as good as your French.
Yeah. Oui.
Oui. I can't even do English, me. I just do Geordie.
Timothy's brought it back to sensible. Here we go, Timothy, just for you. Needed the link to the shop.
There you go, Timothy. So then we've got this going on here now. We've got a little bit there. Da-da.
Sheena's Craft Academy Shop.com.
Yeah, so we've got the car going on. I'm going to do a little bit of grey there. So I've already got this bluey grey mixed up here. That'll do fine. And I'll just do a little bit on this box there. Darker version. So darker there. I'm going to do the tyres a bit dark, like that.
Did you have a perm in the 80s?
Oh, did I have a perm? It was like, I've got the straightest hair you can imagine. I mean, like spiky straight hair. I grew up, I think I pioneered the perm in Newcastle. Just choking on the tea.
Oh, a mouthful of tea there.
I was the perm pioneer up north.
I know you completely ruined your painting.
Oh, they were horrible. I grew up, it was like, yeah,
I had a perm.
I was socially unacceptable because my hair was so straight in the 80s. You didn't do straight hair in the 80s, you did big hair and lots of curls, and you couldn't achieve that with flat straight hair. So yeah, I was the perm queen, Maria.
Well, I think over on the Inkettes we should have a little giggle and just I'll put a post up. Hair from the 80s.
Oh, I wish I could find some good pictures. If I find one, I'll do it.
Dig out your pictures, folks. I'll do that over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
I'll even put one of my mahoosive hair up.
Yeah, you had a lot of hair.
I had a lot of hair when it was permed.
Oh, it's a horrible process. But the worst thing was I got the job of perming all my mum's friends' hair as well, because I kind of can do that, you know, and cutting hair. I'm not bad at that as well. I did actually wanted to go and get into hairdressing at one point. I fancied it, yeah. And then I ended up going out of college, and then I ended up going to America, and then, you know, one thing and then another thing, and then, you know.
Oh, Lorraine's ordered this set for Father's Day.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, perfect for Father's Day, isn't it?
Her dad's at 86 this time round, and he loved his motorbike.
Oh, fabulous. Perfect then. I mean, that really is spot on for that, isn't it? Can you see I'm just going around here and I'm using the water brush again, just for convenience, really. Just working all right, isn't it?
Andrea's concerned about you. She's suggesting that you can get a cream for a prerequisite.
Oh, you're laughing at us now. What you like? All right then.
And Moira Lavity is saying, can the original stamps not be used? They can, but you've got extra stuff in this package, haven't you?
Yeah.
With all your backing papers, new labels, new wording. But obviously you can use your stamps as well. And Sheena's resized some of the images as well. So you've got larger ones, smaller ones.
That's it.
Some as big as your head.
It's a song, isn't it?
Yeah. So it would work alongside.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to stick to your stamps, then yeah, of course.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who didn't get these, you know, who maybe weren't following me when these first came out as well. But again, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give you papers that'll work with your stamps. And, you know, for pricing them and everything. But I thought for £12, that's affordable for people because you're getting so much in that. And there's a lot of work gone into these time to get these to where they are for you. But again, you can use them independently or with the stamps that you already have. If you bought the first time round. So yeah, that was the plan. Something for everybody.
Kath Gorton said you'd have made a good hairdresser, Sheena. They talk loads too.
Ha! Yeah, actually,
Actually,
that'd be perfect.
She's a pretty good hairdresser. You cut my hair, don't you?
I do, Maria. You're ready for another haircut, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to have one tomorrow.
I'm not going to let you have a go though the other way around. It's like, yeah, you're all right. I'll manage mine, thanks. Yeah.
Fran says she got red hairspray colour for Red Nose Day one year. Never again.
Oh no.
Did it not wash out? Was it weeks and weeks?
Oh no. Well, I did that in America, right? So in the UK, only hairdressers get their hands on like hairdress quality, like the strong stuff like bleach and things like that. in California when I lived there, they like any idiot like me get my hands on them, didn't they? So I started off with highlights. You know, you back in the day, you know, when you had the cap and you do the highlights.
Oh, it used to hurt so much.
Yeah, well, I did myself highlights. I did them myself.
How did you do that?
Oh, it was interesting.
Did you only have them at the front?
No, I've actually managed. Actually, I think I've got my friend with the crochet hook thing to do them at the back for me.
Oh, it hurt
But
so
yeah,
much.
I did all that, and then I got a little bit down, and I thought, oh, let's do a bit more, and I ended up where I got more. And this one day, I went full hog and I did the whole thing. That bleached my hair, right? Well, I mean, I'm dark haired, and got to say, and people, I think they still think I'm not. I'm telling porcupines when I say this, but this is my natural hair colour still. Seriously, at 61, it's ridiculous, but it is still my natural hair colour. I think I might wake up one morning and I'll be like Steve Martin, but as of now, this is my hair colour. So you can imagine trying to get that to blonde wasn't a good idea, was it really?
No.
No. And what happened was it just went what my friend called caution orange, and there was company in the house at the time, and I had to like run past to get to myself to the hairdressing supply place and beg them for some solution, and all you could see was this orange streak flying past the living room and out of the house. My friend, what was that? What just and I ended up having to buy purple shampoo. Was the best they could do, because my hair was so porous at the time that I had to give it a rest, you know, let it be for a bit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, Fran of the red hairspray colour said she lost loads of hair.
No.
That's some potent stuff.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, Sherry says I could be Sheena's first mohawk.
Yeah.
Oh God, my mum would go mad. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? Your mum's always on. Coral's favourite phrase is, well, it doesn't free me a face. Every time Maria gets her hair done,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not free me
You
a
haven't
face.
mentioned my haircut, Mum. Well, it doesn't frame your
free my
face.
Yeah. All right, cheers.
Okay then.
Right. And now, in fact, she's actually admitted she's stopped mentioning your hair to you, hasn't she?
Yeah, I give in now, she says.
Yeah, I just don't
don't
mention it.
say
It's best
anything.
not to talk about your hair when she ever has a cut, because it's always too short for your mum.
Oh, Carol says she's got fuchsia and purple in her hair right now.
Oh, nice one.
I bet that looks cool, actually.
Yeah, really cool.
Very summery.
I like it. Right, so I'm not going to do too much more to this little card. I don't know what you think of it. And put a little bit of aging on that, but that's looking quite cute, isn't it? Quite summery and bright and cheery.
Liking it, liking it.
Is that right, Maria?
Mm.
A little bit blue there. You can put a bit of gold in that, but I can put a bit of brown around the outside as well. So what I would do there, I'll wait while I grab an ink pad, and I got my blending tools down here somewhere. And I think what I'm probably going to do is I need a bit of card, because I don't want to get this with stuff on it. So I need a piece of card. Oh, card here. So let me try that. This is probably, so what I would do, what you could do if you wanted to be more careful, I could get some tape and mask off this bit here and mask off this bit there. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's do it. Instead of talking about it, let's do it. I'm looking for tape here now. Oh no, Maria's just found my secret stash of biscuits in my drawer.
Oh, I don't believe it.
No, see what you did to us now? You see what you've done for us now? The lot of you. Can you see the trouble I'm going to be in now?
You've been holding back all that time.
Well, pet, you know, it's like I do some long crafting hours. What can I say? You've got to have them, haven't you, for your crafting? It helps. It helps the creative process.
Just keep the sugars up, eh?
Absolutely. I've had some long sessions here. I could fade into nothing if I don't have my biscuits to keep us going.
Jane Adams says she'll be 62 next week and she's got very little grey.
Yeah.
Just 2 stripes.
Yes, well, there you go. So it isn't totally unusual. We may be from the same planet, lovely.
I bet her eyelashes aren't white.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Like, yeah, well, there is that.
Have you ever told them the story, Sheena?
About my white eyelashes.
Oh, this is a good one, folks.
So, well, this was when I lived in California. This happened then. So I was only 19. And I was getting ready this morning, and I'm thinking, okay, and then I looked on one of my left eyelash, and what's that on there? What's going on there then? And I tried to remove this thing, and it was a pure lily white, not blonde, but lily white eyelash. I thought, well, that's very weird, but I'm not thinking, well, over the next few days there was more, and then there was more again, and then my whole my eyelashes within a couple of months were completely white. I looked like the Village of the Damned, you know that series that I've told before, where the kids' eyes grow, the aliens, and then they're going to do bad things, their eyes light up and they're communicating to each other, and you don't want to be around because bad things are going to happen. I looked like them. So I thought, wow, I'll wait till I go home. So I went back that summer, seeing the family and everything. I thought I'll go to see my doctor, see what he says. So I went to my doctor, and it was so funny, because my doctor was an old Jewish doctor. He was brilliant. He looked like a Jewish Dracula. Dr. Lionel Kopelovitz, he was called. He was brilliant. But and his desk looked like it was an old wooden desk. Everything was intimidating about him. As a kid, I was like, oh, you were a little bit scared to go see Dr. Kopp. And but anyway, so this old bloke, he starts killing himself laughing, thinking it's highly amusing. And here's me at 20 with lily white eyelashes, thinking, it's not that funny. I'm a bit concerned. I look a bit strange here. So then he goes and gets his mate in, Dr. Mary Elder, the other doctor, and she comes through, and she was broad Irish. So it was like you were telling some kind of setting up a joke here. So she comes in and she goes, so he's going, oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, have you ever seen anything like this, Mary? Oh, and Mary's going, hey, sure, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And she's killing herself laughing. And they're both just looking, and I'm thinking, thanks. So I said, well, what'll I do with it? I don't think there's anything you can do with that there then. And what? So it was like, well, just carry on. I made that day. They were both when I left, both having a good laugh with each other. I'd brightened that day up no end, and just said, just keep an eye on it. If it spreads, come back. Well, I thought then I'm turning albino from my eyes out. and the funny thing is, around my eyes, when you wear swimming goggles and your eyes get tanned, and you wear swimming goggles,
yeah.
Mine look like that, Maria, which is why I'm never out in the sun, which is why I look like this, Nosferatu, because I look like I've got swimming goggles on as well. So I thought, God, if it goes to my eyebrows next, where's it going to stop? So yeah, that was me unfortunate thing at 19. I was like, cheers for the support, guys. It was the same when I went to that physiotherapist with my feet. When you went,
that was so funny.
So Maria went to this physiotherapist. She was called this physiotherapist, and it was and so when I was having really trouble with my feet, wasn't I? And like walking my hips and everything like that, and so it was just a little quiet waiting room. But you can see how that works then. Should I get my pen out? I'm going to get my pen out and show you. We can make it a bit funky as well if you want. But look, you can put things like that on. You can see Lisa's matted and they had this little, but you can, that's the principles all there. Can you see?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep.
Right, so when I'm talking, so we go in this this place, and it's just the waiting room is really small and right next to the therapy place, isn't it, Maria?
Mm-hmm.
And when I go in there, Maria said, well, just be warned, she's not a laughy type. She doesn't say much. She's a bit quiet and like we always want to like have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke with people, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Like
sense of humour. She's lovely, but she doesn't laugh much. But well, I'd been in there about 5 minutes, and Maria, all I could hear was hysterical laughter from this woman, didn't you?
What the heck's going on?
So she was saying, I said, well, what are you? She says, well, like lift your top up or take your pants up and walk towards me. And she went, oh dear. She started off like that. Oh, she says, walk away. Oh, that's not right, is it? I thought, oh, this is great. This is going well. And then she said, well, can you just do this and do that? And I went, what, this? Yeah. She went, well, yes, you shouldn't be able to do that. So you're not supposed to be able to look at the bottom of your foot at any particular point there. At any examine it. No, that's not. So then she started, well, I've never seen anything like this before. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen this before. And she was laughing and she was having the best time. She loved it. I thought, thanks again. And again, it was one of those, well, what can I do? Well, nothing really much you can do. Should have been done when you were a kid. I thought, oh, brilliant. Because she says, well, your bones have all fused in the wrong way, really. So is there nothing practical? She said, no, not really. So
Well, she did tell you.
Yeah.
She did tell you to buy those walking stick things.
Oh, the Nordic walkers.
Nordic
She says you can try them. I've started a bit of Nordic walking. Well, at that point, I couldn't do
Normal
European walking. I couldn't do Evesham walking, never mind Nordic walking. So I'm thinking sticks, that'll help, walking sticks, you know, thinking they were just going to be like walking poles. Oh no, if anybody's seen Nordic walking, it's for very fit people or people who want to be very fit, and it gets your heart rate up.
This is hilarious.
And it's like skiing, and it's like skiing but on land, as if you're like using ski poles on land. Well, Maria videoed me, didn't you, doing it, trying to do it.
Yeah.
Your dad, he found it highly amusing, didn't he?
Well, we went down to the meadow where everybody goes to walk their dogs, and there's Sheena skiing along the grass.
And it was not success. And I was absolutely done in. I just walked a few yards. I thought these were supposed to help me. I was absolutely shattered.
They never got used again,
They did
they?
not.
The Nordic poles.
The Nordic poles went absolutely too true. They
Your
did.
feet are completely
Flat.
and utterly flat, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are completely and utterly flat. Yeah, they are. And I've got this hypermobility thing, which flattens them out, which they stand no chance, bless them, because me joints are so bendy that you put any weight on and they just bottom out. They just bottom out. Yeah. It's kind of, like we keep saying, humanish, aren't I, Maria? Humanesque.
Yeah, humanesque, not quite.
Not quite, yeah.
Sherry wants to know if you can stamp out a forest fire.
I bet I could in no time, Sherry. I'd be great. I'd be an asset in your part of the world there. Anything, yeah. Cool, that might be me calling, mightn't it? Just Bigfoot. You know the sightings of Bigfoot, Sherry?
I'll tell you what, you
Might
can
be my
swim.
ancestor.
You should see her move
In
through
the water, I should be like I'm a torpedo. I am now. Torpedoes away. Ah.
Oh dear.
One flip of that 1 foot and I'm across the other side of the pool in no time.
Oh dear, only. Trying to read these comments. What do you mean, Sherry? She says, I can slide one eye in very quickly. Just one.
One, Sherry, my mind boggles, but I've got a great visual picture of that.
Yes, I was.
Slide one eye. Okay. This might be like, can you imagine next week's post on the Inkettes?
Yeah. Anybody else got anything wrong with them? Oh dear.
It's like I've got massive hands and feet for my size. I mean, they're like got huge hands, like big hands. I'm not Maria, and my feet.
Yeah, your
And
feet
like
are
my
huge.
feet, like I'm 5'5" now in a good day, and my feet are bigger than Maria's, and she's like about 7 foot. Right, so can you see how what I've done is I've just made this a little bit more, just a little bit more sketchy. If you want to make it more sketchy, I could have made it more sketchy again if I wanted, but it's your call. But yeah, you could do, the lines could be much more squiggly, much more.
There you go, Kendall. There's a link for you to the shop. And they're digital downloads in PDF form.
Yeah, but
Thank you, Fran.
Yeah, I see back in the day, digis were like for people who didn't want to do anything but just clean, crafting and just, like would buy toppers. It was like like an inexpensive way to get your toppers and things. But not anymore, not when you're using them the way me and the team are using them. It's like we're trying to innovate, like show you just how much you can get out of them. Don't overlook the digi, respect the digi. That there needs to be dark in there. Now if I put a little bit of water on that, because I've already got my ink on there, it's likely to pull that ink, if you've quinked, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Quinking's the last stage, So don't quink until you know you're done. I did that there because I did want that a little bit darker, because it would have been darker inside the little wheel there. But there's that little topper there. I think that, thank you, I'm pleased you like them. So that would be the makings of that card. We've done it together, put a little bit, we've put a bit of so we've used the inks, blending tools, we printed it on watercolour paper using draft or normal. Don't put loads of ink down, don't need to. But you can see how you can clearly still, they're not waterproof inks, they're regular inks that I've used. And we've put a little bit of the, blending ink on there, bit of our pen. There it be.
And they'll be coming back in shortly.
Yes, I'm due for a delivery this week, so keep looking. As soon as they're on there, I'll put them back on the website, on my shop. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's been educated. I hope it's given you guys who haven't tried the digits, and we'll do this again. We're going to try and squeeze in a Facebook Live midweek, aren't we, Maria? Because we're going to try a couple of more technical things out as well. But I hope it's been different, but I did think it was necessary for those of you who maybe wondered about digis or have dismissed them, and it's a shame if you didn't see how easy it was to use them now, the way we're doing them.
Yeah, if you came in late, just have a little watch back at your leisure,
and
you'll see how easy it was, because Sheena went through it all at the beginning.
On the laptop, yeah. All right, the lovely people, the lovely jubblies. I will see you, we might see you Wednesday, but we'll definitely see you next Sunday. But if we can, we'll see you Wednesday as well. Okay, take care.
Are you off then, Flipper?
I'm off then. Got a fish.
Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves.
Bye.